Hi, everyone, and welcome back to China Admissions. Welcome back to our live stream. We are here on YouTube, and it's been a while since we've had a live stream. So, we're going to be having a bit more of a general live stream. So, you can ask any questions that you have. And also, if there's some information that you find particularly important that you would like other people to know about, or maybe you want to keep it so that you can watch it a bit later or reference back to this video, this will also be posted on YouTube as well. So this will be posted on YouTube, and you can always come back to these videos. You can also take a look at our previous live streams that we've done, where we've covered very specific topics like scholarships, for example. We've covered that. We've talked about master's programs, MBBS programs, MBA programs, Chinese language programs, how to prepare your guidelines, all your things you need to know about your visa, and a lot of other general updates. So you can go and take a look at the information we have over there. We also, on our YouTube channel, have a bunch of videos that are not necessarily live streams that we've posted, but videos that we prepared for you, guidelines on how to apply for the CSC scholarship, how to apply for different universities, our previous open days that we've had, and once you've arrived in China, how to go about registering with the police, booking your accommodation, getting settled there, using transportation. So we really do have a lot of information there to assist students regarding their applications, choosing their schools, everything like that. So if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below, or you can put them in the chat right now, or you can also email us. And below you'll find our email link. We have our email is apply@chinaadmissions.com. So first of all, we do have a question here, and just to get very much started into the scholarship questions, because we do usually get quite a few scholarship questions, which is totally okay. So one of the scholarship questions: did the CSC scholarship start? So we don't assist with the CSC scholarship. We don't assist with scholarship applications, really. So we do have a whole video on preparing for the CSC scholarship. But what I mostly recommend, because we do not assist with scholarship applications and we're not the scholarship application board, which some people get confused and they think that we are, you should go to the CSC website and check out if it started already and find all your information there. All the updated information will be there, much more updated than what I can give to you right now. So I would mostly go check on the CSC website. And you can also go check out our video that we have on how to apply for the CSC scholarship. That's also useful. So other than that, we are in full swing for the 2024 applications. So if you want to apply for 2024, and especially there are a lot of people that are applying for the March intake of 2024, which is very understandable. A lot of the deadlines for the March intake are starting to come up. They're in November, December, and sometimes in January, but I would say mostly in November, December. So those are mostly non-degree programs like Chinese language programs or foundation programs. We do have a couple of bachelor's programs that start in the March intake, but it's not very common. Most of them start in September, so just be aware of that. So yes, we are in full swing for 2024 applications. So if you want to apply for a non-degree program and you would like to start in March of next year, I would recommend you to start your application as soon as possible. It's always good to start the sooner the better. It gives you the highest chance of getting accepted. And you'll also have a lot of peace of mind once you have been accepted into university and you can start preparing for your move to China. Then you can still also apply for the September intake of 2024 as well. So a lot of the universities have opened the portals, the online portals, to submit the documents. So some of them have done that. There are a couple that are not quite open yet, but with China Admissions, what you can do is that you can start your application on China Admissions and upload your documents, and we still have to check all of your documents as well, make sure everything's correct. And then once it's correct, we can keep it on the back end until the online portal opens, and then we can submit it there. But the online portals are going to be opening, all of them will be opening very, very, very soon. So it is good to just start the process, because by the time that they'll be opening, you'll have all your documents ready. We can submit it right away, and you'll also get an answer on your application much faster. So if there are any other questions, you can leave them in the chat below. So yes, there are quite a lot of options there for international students. We do also have an ebook that we brought out for a couple of months ago, which was about how to get ready for moving to China. So we made a bunch of different guides on, once you've arrived in China as a foreigner, things can be very, stressful, overwhelming. We've put together quite a couple of guides on how to assist people with that. So we have transportation guides on like how to take the public transportation within the cities in China, and then also how to use the public transportation, or just transportation in general, in between the cities in China. So like how to like booking flights and high-speed trains, etc. So you can go check that out. And we do, it's not just videos, we also have guides that are written in the book, and going over very important things like documents and registrations, and finding your accommodation, etc. So any questions, you can leave them below. And then regarding accommodation, especially because a lot of people have been asking about the March intake, people are getting accepted for their Chinese language programs and their foundation programs for the March intake. So they've been asking about accommodation. So for accommodation, you generally, some universities, I would say quite a few of them, do not necessarily provide accommodation for non-degree programs. That's not all of them, because I know there are quite a few universities that do, but it is something that you do need to consider when you're applying. Maybe it's something that you can check up before you start applying, if this university provides accommodation on campus for non-degree students. Some universities operate on a first-come, first-served basis, and they might be prioritizing degree students. And if there are some rooms left, they might offer them to non-degree students. So just keep that in mind. So yes, other than that, we do also have a very good video also online with Wellsy, where we've partnered with Wellsy, which is a rental agency app in China. So, and it has an English user face, as well as a Chinese one if you would need it to be. But they have an English user face, which makes it very foreigner friendly. It was started by foreigners as well, by one of the foreigners, and it is definitely, you can notice that, and you can sort by the city that you want to stay in, the area that you want to stay in, if it's close to the metro, which metro stop, certain areas, if it's in a certain bracket of how much it costs to rent there, and yeah, if you want to share, so if you want to just be a roommate with someone, that might be a good option for some people, and for other people that like to rent a whole apartment by themselves. And then it puts you in contact directly with landlords, so you can talk to them, and you can arrange to meet up with them, and then you can go over your contract then. So that is also a great way for you to go about your accommodation, especially some people don't want to live on campus, and that's very understandable. So there, you do have that option. Yes, so definitely the process of applying, I'm going to go over that very quickly so that everyone understands how to apply. We have been getting quite a couple of questions about how to apply. So when you go onto China Admissions, which is chinaadmissions.com, you can just search any major you want to apply for, any university you want to apply for, and then you can kind of filter through a bunch of different options that you have. So let's say, for example, you say, I want to study mechanical engineering. So you type in mechanical engineering and bachelor's, or let's say it's bachelor's, and then you go through the different options that they have for engineering. There are quite a few. And maybe you decide on 3 different universities. So you click on the apply button for those programs, and each page will have all of the information for that program that we have. So all the documents needed to apply, the grades you need to have, the TOEFL score, IELTS score, if you need another English language certificate, which one you can use. And it goes over sometimes the curriculum as well as information about dormitories on campus. And then we also have a Q&A section where you can ask questions. So you click on the apply button and then you start your application on China Admissions. You'll be asked to provide the information that's needed to submit to the university. So things like your name, your guardian, your financial guardian's name, your address, etc., as well as uploading a scanned copy of all of your documents, this is quite important to scan them. Don't just take photos of them. Sometimes the photos can be quite clear, but the best thing is to just scan them in color and make sure that if they're not in English or Chinese, that they get translated into one of those. It's usually easier for most people to translate them into English. So they need to be translated by a translation agency. Then you pay the application fee, and we will go through that, and we will let you know if there are some documents that are incorrect and how you can fix them. After that, we will submit them to the university, and you'll be able to see on the portal as well if it's been checked by the university or not, if there's any answers or not. So that makes it easier for you. And then we will, once you get an answer from the university, we will contact you as well as the university will, and assist you with any questions you might have regarding booking dormitories or settling there, and also send you the ebook on how to settle in China as well. So thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream. I see there aren't very many questions today, which is okay. If you have any questions and you're watching this later, just leave a comment down below and we'll get back to that as soon as possible. So be sure to go to chinaadmissions.com and start your application journey now, or you can also book a call with us. And we can do a consultation and talk about which programs you would like to study. And we can go over your grades as well and give you some recommendations and go over our services. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.